Hello, my name is Mariana and this is a reading today for Scorpio. So Scorpio, I'm doing your reading as usual with my own deck of cards. So the cards that you'll see are from this deck. Okay, so let's talk about intuition taking center stage in a conversation that seems like both parties involved, you being one of them, of course, Scorpio, have reason. It's like both of you have arguments that are your own truths, and it's like both of you are standing your ground and just believing that you are coming into this conversation holding your own truths, right? And I feel like this might be like a sensitive topic or a sensitive conversation, a delicate moment between two people that are now coming together to just make sense of things together. And I feel like it's an emotional terrain, Scorpio, right? And there could be like this tug of war or this I don't want to say like a proper fight, but it's almost like both of these people involved, you being one of them, Scorpio, it's like you are so certain of what you both believe in that is not exactly what the other believes in. It's like you are both very clear about what you believe in, what you know is your own truth, but there is no understanding of the other party, of the other's argument. It's like you can understand your own perspective, but I feel like there is a little bit of difficulty in terms of understanding the other's side or the other's argument. And so there's also this music that is just keeps running over my head. It's from that movie Moulin Rouge, I feel like that's the name, with Nicole Kidman, and it's talking about a conversation in the name of love, one night in the name of love. And then the Fool is also here, and it's interesting because that song, I'm just asking and wondering if I should sing it to you, but okay, so let's see how it goes. In the name of love, one night in the name of love, you crazy fool, I won't give in to you. So, okay, that's that. I'm red. I'm blushing. Okay, pardon if, that wasn't the most delightful thing ever, but I just feel like I had to sing it somehow because I feel like there is love behind this discussion, behind this argument, and there's also freedom to be attained from this conversation. Although one party seems to be angrier than the other or more attached to their own beliefs and immovable. So let's see what the cards have to say. So we start your reading, Scorpio, with this beautiful High Priestess, and this card is talking about intuition and letting your intuition not only speak but also listen with your intuition. It's like really pay attention to the words that are being spoken in this conversation. So what I heard with this card was, it's almost like this card is calling me out as the reader to listen closely, and I feel like this is guidance for you, Scorpio. Listen closely. It's almost like you have to come in closer, maybe to your partner or just with your intuition, with your higher self, to make sure that this aspect of you that is incredibly tuned in and intuitive to be part of this conversation, right? Because I feel like there's a lot of well, sensible reason or logic that is embedded in the words that are spoken in this mundane level conversation because of these two cards that are coming next. Two kings, the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles. So with this listen closely, I feel like there is something that is about to be triggered. It's almost like I'm seeing this as an arrow, and I feel like this is coming from this King of Swords, which, to be honest, Scorpio, I was struggling a little bit to define which one of these two kings you are, right? And I feel like, to be honest, it really doesn't matter, because it could be like you could be either one of these two depending on your situation. And I feel like from what I'm going to describe, you'll know which one of these kings you are. So there's something that maybe your intuition, or this King of Swords intuition is launching, is starting a conversation, is like proposing something, is well, proposing a meetup, or like I don't know, maybe lunch or coffee just to meet. But I feel like this is something being sent out, right? And this sending out maybe like a communication that is more than just words, right? It's like read in between the lines, Scorpio. So when you know, being one of these two kings, when you meet with the other one, I feel like there are it's like both of you are standing at the top of your games, right? It's like both of you are kings. So both of you are incredibly wise, incredibly mature, incredibly maybe like like you have individually achieved success, or achieved wisdom, achieved some sort of high standard in your elements, right? Maybe one more intellectually speaking and the other one financially. But what this is talking about is that this argument, especially because of this card coming next, the Four of Cups, I feel like both of you know that, well, this card is talking about, like, I'm seeing it as an apparent stable ground upon which you're having this conversation, but is also made of quicksand. It's almost like this substance, you know, maybe an emotional topic that you are discussing, that feels like both of you, even though you are standing, like, you know, standing your grounds individually, but when you come together, is like this becomes very unstable, very ungrounded. Maybe each one of you affect the other in a more emotional kind of way that makes you, well, and I want to say makes both of you want to even, like, you know, make sure that you are communicating everything that you stand for, everything that you believe in, everything that you are here for. It's almost like you want to make your individual selves even stronger and even clearer for the other, because you know that when you are together, there is this unstable feeling, or there is this emotional feeling that makes things a little bit muddied, right? I feel like the grounds upon which both of you stand, it's like it becomes transformed, or it is transformed some way, right? Maybe because of the love that you feel for each other, and it's affecting, like, I want to say it's like both of you affect each other in a way that it's uncomfortable for both parties, because there is love involved. There are emotions being triggered because of this meeting, but there is also, well, especially coming from this King of Pentacles, this one seems to be maybe more attached or more immovable or more, what is the word? It's like they're not going to give in to what you're saying, perhaps, Scorpio, right? It's like maybe this one is more open to talking, but this one is like very cold, I want to say, very like closed off to hear, maybe because they have like this need to maintain this solid ground, right? Otherwise maybe they lose this self-identity that really brings in all the power that they feel from their own personal achievements. So, but I want to say it's nothing that is diminishing any one of you. It's like both individuals are extremely wise and powerful in your own domains, right? In your own special characters. It's just that when you are together, both of you lose your grounds, or it's not that you lose your grounds, but in a sense, it's like maybe this one enters the airy realm and this one enters the more earthy realm, and this feels unnatural to the other, right? So when you are together, I feel like there is this sense of maybe losing stability or losing your grounds that makes you both want to stand even stronger for yourselves instead of the other, right? So that's the reason why I feel like there's no moving on from this, right? It's like you're clashing with each other, right? It's like, yeah. So I feel like saying, Scorpio, listen closely to what's not being said or what's being act upon, or how the other one, or how you even are reacting to the presence of this person, right? Or vice versa. It's like, listen to what's beyond this mundane interaction or this immediate kind of perceivable conversation, right? It's like, see what's in between the lines. So I feel like this is almost like the first layer of this conversation, or perhaps like the moment in which like you first see each other and meet, and there is this immediate emotion, emotion flaring up that makes you feel like you're losing your grounds, and they are too, right? It's like, this is reciprocal. This feeling is reciprocal, and it makes both of you want to become even stronger in your own personalities, right? So what's going on here? It's like, remember this water that is being muddied by how both of you affect each other. Because here, remember, it's like this. These two kings are sitting right above the Fool and another king, the King of Wands. So this is like, let me see. Okay, holding like this, I feel like you're going to see better. So this King of Swords is on top of the Fool, while this, let's say, immovable King of Pentacles is on top of the King of Wands. So I want to say that whoever you are, okay, it really wants to, flip, because I'm not seeing it really like deeply, whether you are the King of Swords or the King of Pentacles. So I feel like you will know who you fit into these descriptions. But the reaction after both of you lose balance or lose your own grounds and are falling, or are being sucked into this quicksand, right? Almost as if both of you don't know how to escape this situation or how to end this argument. I feel like it comes from this King of Swords, who apparently seems to be like the one who is initiating the conversation. It's like they're asking, or you are asking, for freedom, for spontaneity, for fun, for simplicity. And it's almost like, let's leave the baggage out of this conversation. It's almost like, because both of you know that you're being, just dragged into this quicksand even deeper, the more you try to stand in your own grounds, but knowing that the other is influencing one another, and you're both just going in deeper and deeper and deeper into this maybe endless conversation, right? So I feel like there is one of you that screams out for not independence, it's actually the word that I just heard, but more freedom, right? Maybe we are talking about somebody like asking to be released, or saying that is going to release the other. But the reaction of this King of Wands is one of rage and fury and anger. So I don't know if this is you, if you are the one reacting this way, Scorpio, or you are the one asking to be freed, or to free the other, right? Or saying that you're going to free them. And because, this King of Pentacles was on top of the King of Wands, I feel like their mentality is a bit more mundane and more practical, and maybe their concerns are based on money and property and belongings and things that you share together, or things that are material, right? So this is what gives them power, in a sense. And once you propose to them, like, let's forget about all the material stuff, let's go into this more philosophical kind of discussion, right? Or this more ethereal kind of topic, where we don't have to really discuss things that are going to be affected by this relationship, or by the resolution of this conversation in this realm, right? And I feel like it's almost like they take it personally, because they feel like you're burning down their stability, or what they value, or what is important to them, which is like materially based, right? When you're asking that, when you're saying, maybe Scorpio, or they are saying vice versa, that you don't care about money, or you don't care about what is material, right? It's like you care about the adventure that you would like to go with them, right? And how you would have so much fun with them if they weren't so concerned about, the physical side of things, or like security and having like this insurance, or whatever it is. I'm just giving examples. And so at the end here, after, it's almost like this is the heat of the discussion. It's almost like you have, both of you have sunken enough in this quicksand that now the only way is to like really free yourself in a more, or they free themselves in a more drastic kind of way, right? It's like they have to go, or you have to go beyond what you believe in, and you have to take action. It's like you have to be the one to cut the cord, or you have to be the one to and it's not even ask permission to be freed, but really like be the one to say, like, I am freeing you and I from this thing, right? From this argument. Otherwise it will not have any sort of resolution at the end, right? And this one is not, they're just angry, so they cannot, it's like they really cannot, I feel like there is this clash of belief, right? That you cannot understand what they're saying, and they cannot understand what you're saying, but there is a lot of love. And this is what it's, this card, like this Knight of Cups was this is the card that, you know, brought me the song that I sang for you in the beginning. It was talking about doing this in the name of love. And I feel like this is the conclusion, and this is how both of you are seeing how maybe you're agreeing and disagree, right? Because maybe you are asking to be freed, or, you know, freeing them in the name of love, and they are angry in the name of love, right? And there is no right or wrong. It's like both of you are doing this in maybe self-protection because both of you love the other so much, right? So let's see, Scorpio. I'm going to pull more cards for you. And also I'm going to pull from the astrological runes in the extended reading. So if you want to join me there, I'll be happy to see you. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.